Hey everyone, welcome. I'm going to be going through a cheeky, do not look at my desktop or anything, hopefully it doesn't show. Don't judge me, it's okay. I'll be going through a quick post as well as the End of the Dragons, the story thus far, reacting. If you're on Patreon, if you are a member on YouTube, which is the little button which says join down below on the video, it's over there, which is a brand new button. You're going to be able to see this video a little bit earlier. This one's going to be just a night earlier, probably a day-ish earlier, but there will be other videos like this. And if you want to help support the channel, also very much appreciated. That's the way you can do it. Or you can like, comment, and subscribe, and do that. Come check us out. We're going to be streaming End of Dragons on Monday at some point in time. I'll let you know closer to the day. Make sure you just follow Twitter, Instagram, all the things. That's how you find out. As well as having our subathon just before launch comes out. You might have missed it. That's okay as well. Come and join us then. So we'll have loads of giveaways for Guild Wars 2. I'm excited. This is going to be Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons story. The story thus far, let's read the post. Tyrion's future begins in Guild Wars 2 End of Dragons. Look back at the history of the Dragon Cycle and remember the road we've traveled so far. It arrives February 28th. Explore the beautiful CANTHA continent, travel and fish with your friends in your own personal skiff, unlock the 9 new elite specializations and more, purchase etc. If you do want to support the channel, you can also hit the link in the description below where you can also purchase End of Dragons, but you'll also be supporting me and everything I do. I'm still in internship, counseling kids, adolescents, mental health wise in the community on the west coast of America. Let's go watch this video because I'm pretty pumped about this. I'm gonna turn this music down. Here we go. I've not seen this. Okay. So, I mean, I've seen it in game. I've finished the game story, by the way, just FYI. Story thus far.
Research log 428. Latest results still inconclusive. Elder dragons awaken, consume magic, and leave nothing but annihilation in their wake. This is the way it's always been. The dragon cycle. Unimaginable suffering through the ages. Countless lives shattered. And instead of uniting, some capitalized on chaos. But some of us fought back. Heroes across Tyria banded together. We came from different corners, but shared a vision of a better tomorrow. Not everyone made it. Then came hope from an unexpected place. Aurene, who we raised from an egg. With the prismatic dragon on our side, we have a chance. A chance to finally break the dragon cycle. We've slain 5 elder dragons. But what's the right path forward? Every elder dragon death has made the whole system more unstable. There have been many theories. We tried to keep balance by replacing them, but that turned out to be impossible. We're running out of time for answers. I'm running out of time.
Man, that last bit, I am running out of time, was immense. Wow. Okay, that's pretty dramatic. I was like, wow, I'm really, really pumped for this. And all of a sudden there was like a really sad bit at the end. There's been discussion about, you know, timing being kind of helped and supported maybe in this expansion by, I guess, the Jade tech stuff. Like we saw there's like bits of armor like kind of attached to the legs of Timmy to help them walk. So it's interesting to see whether or not, and really at the beginning as well, you see them struggling quite a lot. So there is this real struggle. It's actually interesting how they put, now this is the media studies / mental health counselor student coming in. It's interesting how they actually put, the narrator is Timmy, right? Or at least, at the very least, Timmy's voice actor. And that there is their own personal struggle against their dragons, right? Their dragons and their health concerns, what's going on with them, and their struggle to get through, as well as like trying to find out what's going on permanently through the whole story. They're the one we always kind of reach out to and always comes to us with the information of what's going on in the world and how we can stop it. Basically, it's mostly timing most of the time. So they've been like such a huge part of the story and everything else, and it makes you think, like, some people think they're gonna that time is not going to be here anymore, they're going to kill them off, they're going to do it, which I strongly doubt they're going to do. I actually think it's going to be the opposite. I think they're going to come up with something which, you know, prolongs Timmy's life specifically. I think that's going to be interesting to see this whole idea of how they do that with the technology. I think is going to be something huge, because CANTHA is obviously this futuristic technology empire, which is like really, really interesting. We've talked about it numerous times on the podcast if you want to go and have a look at those. This is more of a reaction specific to the trailer. But the trailer itself is very good. It's very well edited, it's very well put together. You've got footage, as you can see here, from the core game, Heart of Thorns, Path of Fire, and now leading up to this point as well, where we are now. Again, you know, great timing, Jebro, good timing. And it's actually really, really it's just done fantastically well. And it's not, one thing I hope is that this is in the game. This is something that should be in the game, really, for newer players, for people that, or even an extended version, which can give people a really, really good timeline, as well as the events leading up to now. So if you're a new player, you can get a player boost. You get this video with it, but you also get, it's a longer extended video, maybe explaining some of the characters, maybe some links to content creators who have explained characters, and this is where this mix of content creator and game can really come together and just solidify some kind of, I don't know, partnership in terms of explaining and helping people to understand the game and its story and its lore, and even different thoughts and feelings about that. I mean, obviously, you know, Guild Wars 2 are putting their own image across, their own thoughts and feelings, and that's important for them to do as a company in the business side of things, but I think sometimes that collaboration is great. So I'm hoping they maybe help promote some creators in terms of, you know, their storytelling and like helping people to understand where they are now, because the only problem with Guild Wars 2, one of the big problems I see personally, is the lack of cohesion through the game and being able to play it in a linear way that people are going to understand, because Guild Wars 2's story is very linear. It's not like Elder Scrolls Online, where you can kind of go to one place and play this adventure. You can go to this place, map, and you play through this story, you play through this DLC. Each time, it only links it by, like, if you've played past DLCs before, or you've met NPCs in previous missions and stuff. Otherwise, it's almost like you're just playing this from afresh. You're a champion, you've been through this, that, the other, and they know you're an experienced adventurer, and then, you know, you play it as if, you know, it didn't matter if you haven't played anything else. So you can go into Elder Scrolls Online, you can play the latest content, and it doesn't matter if you played it in the past at all. It's very included, and you feel very included in that way. And in Guild Wars 2, I think is the only part of the game where I feel like people are maybe feel left out. And I feel that's the old type of MMORPG storytelling, and even just not storytelling, but, you know, in terms of getting you into the game. And it makes sense. There's so many games that are like that. You know, you go from level 1 to 60 and you play through the story, and there's one linear story. And there's some games which just do it in a different way, which is good. I don't think Guild Wars 2, I don't think Arena made a massive mistake here. I think it's just, you know, a thing that's just always been done. And it's difficult to go back and say, you know, how do we fix this? I think roundup videos or some kind of way that you can play through some content in a quick manner to kind of catch up in the story to get new players in is a nice idea. Or offering, the very least, the Living World stories as part of a collection, which you can get with expansions. So, you lump in, 3, 4, 5, not for 5, but 2, 3, 4 Living World with Heart of Thorns, and then Path of Fire, you have lump in a ton of the Living World of that and Icebridge Saga, and then, or you lump in Icebridge Saga with End of Dragons, etc., etc. I think that pack would be a lot more inviting for a lot of people. And also, I think a lot of people just have no idea that when you if you come to the game for the first time, you have to purchase these extra episodes. And I know they're cheap at times and everything else, but I feel like that is a little bit misleading. There's a little bit of information there about what's the Living World, is this separate story? To understand where you really are, you need to be playing the Living Story episodes, and you have to purchase those, and it's a different journey. And I think, you can do that with gems, gold to gems, and that's fine. And the game is free, so there is that. You're not paying much to get access to this stuff, but at the same time, I think there needs to be some way of, I think this is still a work in progress, which is just needs to be fleshed out a little bit more. They need to have a little bit more thought behind, packaging this up in one way which is easily accessed, which maybe is going out free even more often than it's going out right now. It was really, really fantastic when they were going for the achievements, but they should have just kept it that, from day one of this celebration, going for the achievements, revisiting the Icebridge Saga and other seasons and doing those achievements, just having all those episodes for free all the way throughout so they could promote that even more. So it's a missed opportunity, I think. It might sound like I'm being harsh. I think I'm just really on this, hardcore, like being included, trying to get new players in as much as possible. And there is a concern for that. I think for End of Dragons, I think there's a concern that this expansion, there's no concern from me that the expansion is going to be fantastic. Absolutely not. The concern is that we're going to get new people in that are going to want to stay and love this game as much as I do, as much as you do, and the story and everything. And I know my channel is mostly PvP builds for Engineer, but I love the story. Like, I am invested in this game heavily, and I'm excited for its future. And I think the best future it's going to have is if we have more people playing it. I'm not worried that the population at the moment isn't helping the game move forward, or the company, because I think, we wouldn't be here otherwise. But it's going to be an important part of that. And, having a look at the next quarter's sales after the release as well is going to be very, very telling as to how many people are still playing the game. There's no way we can find out numbers. There's very rough numbers on websites out there, but it's very rough. There's no possible way they can know exactly how many people are playing, I guess, other than, maybe there is, and I'm just out of the loop on that. But I do want to know what you think. This trailer, like specifically what this video was about, the trailer is great. This is absolutely really, really surprising to see. I can't even believe they've done this in the first place. It's great. Like, they have to do more stuff like this, giving people more generalized information. There's no big horrible like spoilers in there, other than we've killed a lot of dragons. The End of Dragons expansion kind of tells you that, which is cool and fantastic. And I just think that there's ways that they could be doing a little bit better with their promotion of the game right now. Like, it just feels a little bit off. There's a random cup you can get, which is from a takeaway store in Seattle. There's actually only one of them that exist, and it's near the city. I think it's Arby's or something. There's like not many on the East Coast. It feels very odd. I don't know why they've even done this promotion. It doesn't feel like it's worth it because it's reaching such a small scope of people. I don't know if it's just weird. I just don't know. But the marketing strategy again is losing It's losing me. I don't get it. I'm not seeing the game. I'm not seeing it advertised even in my overlays on YouTube videos for MMORPGs. I'm not even seeing it as a, you know, just a little panel on YouTube videos for, like, you know, other Guild Wars 2 creators that I watch. I'm not seeing it on Facebook. I'm not seeing hardly anywhere. It's really, really odd. I don't have any ad blocks. I don't know what's going on. So I'm not sure if this is, like, they've done such a good job with, like, the guild chats and everything else. I've been really excited. We're doing Lightbringers to try and promote as much as I possibly can. It's a lot of word of mouth, and that's great, but at the end of the day there needs to be a real push on this, and I just think they've lost it a little bit. Like, again, we're here with this fantastic fantastic expansion, and I'm just a little bit lost as to where the marketing is. And it's not criticism of the people, because there've been so many people that have come through that company. I just genuinely feel like I'm not sure what their message is they're trying to put out there about the game sometimes. It's very strange. I don't know what it is. It's very strange though. There's a hesitance, or there's like maybe there's a budget restriction, I don't know, but like it just feels really disconnected from how much this game should just be out there in the hands of people. Like, whenever people come and play it, they're just like, whoa, what is this? This thing is so amazing. The combat is great, the storytelling is awesome, the maps, the metas, like everything is just so unique. And it's just lost. Like, a lot of it is just all about the players promoting the game, and there needs to be a partnership in that, which has still not kind of even been around to this day. Content creators very much involved in are being promoted by Guild Wars 2 a lot more now on Twitter and other places, but there needs to be some kind of additional place to put them and to help them promote the game, because at the moment that's who's promoting the game. It's not ArenaNet. It is the players, it is the content creators, it is the streamers. So yeah, other than that little weird rant, I love the game. I love the people that make the game. It's just a little bit of criticism that I think I definitely share with other people. I would say that probably out of all the content creators I'm one of the most positive people that is in this scene. I'm, you know, just through even the kind of work I do in terms of being a counselor and wanting to promote, you know, the positivity. And that's something I do, but doesn't mean I can't be critical about something I enjoy and love as well. So I want you to let me know in the channel, in the comments below, what do you think? Do you think, you know, how are you feeling about the marketing? How are you feeling about the expansion? Are you excited? I'm flipping excited, people. I'm hyped for this expansion, so damn excited. Elite Specialization is going to be amazing. Engineer and Necro, most excited about, as well as Spectre. They're going to be so good. I hope I will see you on Monday, or I hope you always see you in End of Dragons. There's also going to be an announcement as to the Lightbringers Guild that I'm bringing out, which is a real positive push to have a hub for loads of people who don't feel included in the game, in many, many different ways. So if you want to come join that, I'll put that form hopefully in the description as well. You can come and join our guild. I still have the Joko guild, which is our community guild, but then a bigger guild, which is a hub for many people from different places around the game, both regions, who can even just chat and hang out and get together and talk in our Discord as well. Okay, peeps, I will see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and also check out the join button as well. If you want to click that, you can join and get access to these videos early, as well as doing that on the old Patreon as well. Okay, peeps, as well as cheeky little updates and whatnot. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Help me with that algorithm, peeps. I will see you soon. Take care. The expansion is almost here. Yes, it is.